day 3 of my Calvary rotation, so week 3 of my med rotation. We are just on lunch now. It's about
Quarter to 12? Yeah.
It's about 11:45, and I've got a bunch of things I really need to get done, or at least want to get done at lunchtime. First of all, I've neglected my logbook this week after being really good for the last 2 weeks of my med rotation. I've been doing my 2 patients per day at the end of each day or at lunchtime, but this week for some reason I have not. I think I've just been like getting home and wanting to do my OSCE study now that I'm on a roll with that. Probably need to get the last 3 days up to date at lunch. Then I'm taking an OSCE tute at 5 o'clock today for our 4th year students, and so I've got to prepare an OSCE. I'm going to write up a post-op OSCE because that's what they said might be a good idea last year when I asked for any preferences. So I'm going to write up a post-op fever OSCE for them to try. I need to learn my body pump tracks for tomorrow night's class because I'm not going to have much time in the next 24 hours to do that, and I'd rather kind of prepare that on an earlier basis so that I can practice it in the meantime. What else did I have to do? We've got our case presentation on Friday. We've picked out a patient that we like, so we've got heaps of work to do on that to get that ready by 12 o'clock on Friday to present. We've got to get the case together, and then we've got to put it into an actual presentation sort of setup to give. And oh yeah, I'm gonna have to put my OSCE study to the side today. I'm probably not gonna have time to do that because I'm going to a clinic after lunch at 12:30 with the consultant that's at Calvary. He's a renal physician slash general physician. His tutor's at 2:30. And oh yeah, guys, I've also got to scan over an email that we finally got about our trauma weekend this weekend. So on Saturday morning we're all going away to Oatlands, which is an hour away, and I don't really know any more details than that at this point. So once I read the email, if there's anything else that I can tell you about it, I will let you know. So for now, definitely not going to get my whole list done that I just told you that I want to do. So I think my priority will be getting my OSCE tute case done, getting that ready for our 5 o'clock tute, and probably updating my logbook as best as I can. Yeah. It's Friday morning, it's gonna be okay. I like presenting and doing stuff like this. My patient's really interesting. She is super interesting. She's been on high-dose steroids since November. Sorry about the light. Ooh, where did they go? And she's been on high-dose steroids since November last year because she had an episode of temporal arteritis, which truly warrants high-dose steroids because it can threaten your vision. She's a multi-morbidity patient, and the steroids have only worsened a lot of those comorbidities and their symptoms. We're going to talk through that, and we're going to make the focus on the steroid side effects. We're presenting to a great mixture of people from different backgrounds, which includes first-year nursing students, people from pastoral care, and also some academics from our uni and the consultant that we've been working with this week. It's really important that we pitch it well, which will probably mean explaining in great depth to make sure that people who are the most early on or have the least medical knowledge can still really comprehend the consultation well. But at the same time, we've got to show our assessors that we know what we're talking about. Yeah, we'll see how we go with that. And then that is my placement at Calvary, done for the week, and I'll be 3 weeks through my medicine rotation. Halfway. Yeah, how exciting. Okay, wish me luck. I will talk to you guys after. Time to do some more work. Tomorrow is trauma weekend. I'm gonna tell you about it. I'm gonna tell you. Oh, it's our bosses. what I'm doing for my birthday. Almost forgot my toothbrush. Standard. It is Saturday morning, the 3rd of June, which is my birthday, and we're going off to trauma weekend for my uni. So Launceston Clinical School, all the 5th years are doing a trauma weekend, which means that we go away for the weekend and we learn how to do basically advanced trauma life support, which is quite cool. We all go out to Oatlands, and that's about an hour away from Launceston where I live. There are a bunch of consultants coming and academics from our school, some rural GPs. We have a really packed day today, but I'll show you the schedule and tell you a bit more about it on the way.
Along back, my left.
I turned over new leaf.
Along back.
If I can keep this still, we'll see. Ooh, this is not. I'm gonna probably have to lay over some screen recordings of this because it's a bit bouncy for you guys to see. We got this in the emails. We got this in an email a few days ago. It is our schedule for our trauma weekend, which is today. So we are currently here traveling. I'm going with Aaron because Aaron's going to Hobart this weekend, and Hobart is on the way to Oatlands. Oatlands is on the way to Hobart, that's what I mean. We're supposed to arrive at 8:15, it's currently 8 o'clock and we are about 10 minutes away, so that's perfect. Got some coffee, more perfect. It looks like, first up we spend 15 minutes saying hello to everybody and getting some expectations laid down on us. At 8 o'clock we then start to get into the nitty-gritties. We have an introduction to trauma management for half an hour. From 9 o'clock we go through A, B, C, D. Looks like we're spending half an hour on each of these. So A for airway, B for breathing, C for circulation, and D for disability. We have different doctors talking on different points. So yeah, we've got airway, cervical spine management, breathing, management of chest injuries, circulation, management of shock, disability, management of head trauma. At 11:45 we then move on from our ABCDs and go into diagnosis and management of abdominal trauma. That's going to be taught by one of our general surgeons at the LGH. After that, management of limb trauma, and then we're going to have a very short talk about the rural generalist pathway, which is something that I am really interested in, so that's going to be really good for me. Then we have lunch, and then we start to jump into some practical work. We're going through 5 skill stations. It looks like they're going to be about half an hour each from 2 o'clock till 5:30. In the middle we're going to have a quick afternoon tea. One station is intubation, theory and practice. One is insertion of a intercostal tube / cricothyroidotomy / pericardiocentesis / pleural effusion. Also surgical suturing skills, venous cut down, and interosseous insertion. Next station is radiology and trauma, which includes the use of ultrasound, which is really cool. Hopefully we'll actually get to do some ultrasound practice because I think that's going to be something that's going to be really prevalent in the next few years, and it's something that I haven't gotten the chance to get my hands on much, so that'll be really cool. IV fluids is the next station, and finally pre-hospital patient transfer by ambulance TAS. It's always good to get an idea of what the people in allied health around you are doing. It makes your practice a lot better. After all those skill stations we're going for dinner at the RSL Club, and we have an evening of entertainment, and it's by the same guy. The guy who's running it is the same guy who ran my friend Zoe's trivia night, and he was great, so this should be really entertaining. Oatlands. You're cute. Sunday morning, we have our trauma scenarios from 9 till 12:30. The students are split up into teams and we'll go through some trauma scenarios and we'll get marked. The team with the highest score is going to move on to a final big exercise that I think we'll all get to watch. So that should be good. Morning tea in the middle, watch or do that big field exercise depending on how good our teams were. And then we have lunch, say goodbye and head home. Should be good. Accommodation for the night. This is a collective power board for us to all plug in our heat. What are they called? Heat blankets? Electric blankets. We're going to dinner now at the RSL. A night of entertainment. Morning. Morning. How are you? Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Are you and Ronnie here?
It's Sunday morning. I'm just gonna get myself ready because it's 7:15 and we're leaving at 7:45. Today's a shorter day and it's mainly just applying everything that we learned yesterday. So we're going to do a bunch of scenarios as small teams, even get marked for them, and it's a bit of a competition. The winner gets to go and do this mega scenario, which is supposed to be a big motor vehicle accident, and it probably involves the extrication process as well. I'm not sure. I don't know who our teams are yet. Let's do it then.
atropine or what's the other one?
Can we please call Coles for a doctor assist?
Normal ventilator. Dazzling, cool. How much are you going to give? What happened? Yeah, that's it's better. How much you want to give? And sustain a regional championship. Other than that, she seems to do well. No other injuries, no broken ribs. What's going on with this one? That's just Alex. Hey Chris, are you still there? Yep, yeah. 130 a minute.